It's a hot button topic.
I mean, if you're going to flap some cheeks, you're going to flap some cheeks.
You might as well flap some gums too.
Hey, I'm just saying, I might not be able to stay very long.
Yeah, bro. You got to do what you got to do. If you got to knock down those pink cookies in a plastic bag,
getting crushed by buildings.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Me Curry
murder.
Yo, murdering me.
Take that.
Murder, like
it is Valentine's Day. You got to put in work.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Valentine's Day, man. I'm in a loving mood. I'm in a real loving mood. That's when I kind of lower my voice and I look into the camera and I say, "Happy Valentine's Day."
Oh, can I do it? Can I do it since I got the sexy sick voice?
Yeah, go ahead.
Happy Valentine's Day.
You gotta
baby.
You gotta look in the camera and say it.
I can't do that.
Why?
No, I can't. No, I can't.
Try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the chat just got pregnant.
Yeah. Yo, it moved. Remy, you want to try that, Remy? Let me see your sexy happy Valentine's.
After that, no.
Happy Valentine's Day, baby.
You got your Barry White going on. I guess let's roll the intro and then we'll get into
we're live.
Oh yeah, yo, we're mad live, dog. We're mad live. Intro, please.
Infamous Illuminati.
I just wanted to point out, you throw hearts on anything and it makes it look amazing. Normally this thumbnail is just like put together in like 5 minutes, trashy thumbnail, whatever. I just changed the background image. Threw some hearts on this bad boy.
You should have done the balloon intro. Bum, 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 bum. That's a...
Barbie movie.
Barbie movie.
You did an intro for the Barbie movie for Illuminati, and it's still there.
Yo, that's like, you never know when that might come in handy. Speaking of handies, just some breaking news.
Good transition there.
No, I'm not going to talk about my my massage adventures. No, I just got an alert on my phone. The Jay-Z stuff that was thrown out. The stuff against my guy Hove. It's The Rock.
So how do you associate that to a handy though? Is that how you celebrate that news?
You throw up your hands. It's The Rock. Yeah. You know how dudes celebrate in the streets, bro. You never know, man.
No.
Yo, you know, you've been to some of these parades in the village, man.
Your streets are quite different than mine, sir.
Nah, it's all good. Remy Q, man, how you doing, man? How's everything?
I'm doing good. Listen, my heart goes out to everybody.
What happened?
Listen, just tame the gestures, all right? We've had quite the day so far.
Jesus Christmas. Balloon opening is dated. Balloon opening is never dated. Oh, we need to get to some Remy, what do you call them?
Slides.
Ladies and gentlemen, In the Mix is brought to you by Spidey's Powder Tumblers. Hit up Jose Gonzalez for your custom-made powder-coated stainless steel tumbler needs. Jose Gonzalez on Instagram, Spidey's_powder_tumblers. Get you some motherfucking tumblers. Also,
this faceless man.
Yo, shit. I don't know. I've seen this a million times and I just laughed at it. Yo, shout out to the comic book chiropractor, cleaning, pressing, all that other good stuff. Comic Shell, 10% off. Use code Link Squad, the best shell in the game outside of the Ninja Turtles. Superior Stand, the best stand in the world. Oops, I wasn't supposed to show that. Also, just want to highlight King Khan. King Khan Comic Show happening Saturday, March 22 at the APA Hotel in Iselin, New Jersey, exit 131. GSP.
Garden State Parkway.
Oh, I thought that was George St. Pierre.
Well, that too.
Special guest artist, 40 plus tables. Brian McLeod is going to be there. It's going to be a good time, man. It's going to be a good time.
Batroc the Leaper.
Mm-hmm. You guys seen Paddington? The new
Yo, I
Paddington?
don't know.
Big kid.
He's in Peru.
He's doing big things.
Big things.
I don't understand the Paddington thing.
I'm just asking if you've seen Paddington. You guys didn't see Paddington? Am I the only one that saw Paddington this week?
It's a cute teddy bear in a rain slick.
I mean, is it like a movie adaptation of like a kid's book or old kids cartoon or something? Like, what is it?
Yep. It's a children's book from back in the day.
You don't know who Paddington Bear
That's
is?
what I'm trying to say. I don't understand the Paddington thing. No idea.
I'm with you, Martin.
You don't know who Paddington Bear is? Are we old, Nick? Did we
I
just
know.
confirm our oldness? I mean, I could tell by your chin wear that you're super old.
I know you are. Hey, if you become what Louis called you the other time again, I think I see some gray too.
I don't know what Louis called me. Yo, I can't believe you guys
I can
never.
remind you.
Would you please? Oh no! Oh shit! Shout out to me and my brothers making those films overseas.
Made a lot of money off those movies.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yo, I can't believe you guys don't know who Paddington Bear is. Paddington Bear is the bear with the blue coat and the red like bucket hat with the thing flipped up, and he's a straight up pimp. It was a series of books back in the day, like in the back. It's not even the 80s. It went back to what, Nick? What are you? The 1910s?
60s, early 70s, I think.
There you go.
Izzy's comment. I know who Babar or Babar, however you say it. I remember that cartoon on like PBS or some shit.
Yeah. So Paddington was just books, and then they made a couple of live action movies. So the first live action movie, I think it was Hugh Grant, I think. And then the second one is heralded as like one of the best sequels of all time. But I've never seen it because it's Paddington Bear. Yo,
First
Who
book,
heralded this?
1958, first book.
1958. Damn, Nick. So you was
that's
what?
definitely before my time.
32?
In the US, I was 32, but if in the UK, I was probably like 46.
So he's like Patrick.
Weighing yourself with stones now?
Oh shit! with milestones. Oh shit! We've got to say what's up to the chat. Let's say what's up to the chat. Not that I'm forgetting. We're just going on. I'm just happy to see my guys. We're gonna talk about Valentine's Day. We're gonna talk about clapping some cheeks and all that other good stuff. But let's say what's up to the chat. There's Crucious in the house. Ruby G in the house. TM Nerdy. Happy Valentine's Day, sir. J-Med in the building was good. Eric Thompson in the building. Joe Michaels just saw Captain America, which we're going to talk about non-spoiler because we're going to save all the spoiler talk for at week's end this Sunday at 8:30. But we'll get into it. We'll touch upon it as somebody, a great man once said. Pause. Eli Gunther in the house. My guy C Bizzle, how you doing, sir? Gary B, the casual comic guy. Tino73 in the building. Izzyverse, Mrs. Lynx in the building. Balloon opening is dated. You're dated, Izzyverse.
Oh.
Big John was popping. Big John in the house. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, that guy. I got the book from him from C3. Yeah.
C3, Big John.
Yeah, he reached out on Instagram to make sure I got it. I'm like, one day.
The Johnny Desjardins.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was an awesome donation. Big thank you again to him.
Yeah, shout out to Big Daddy Ross in the building. Digger Jim in the house. Taylor Winder, what's good? Hello, fellow sad single nerds. Yo, Evu, happy Valentine's Day, Mrs. Lynx. Yo, Evus, don't get pushed, dog. Yeah, it says bring. Oh, I gotta tell you the story about the pushing. Remind me about the pushing. Pause.
Take that.
All right, let me just say what's up, and then I'll give everybody the pushing / jealousy story. JSS Brooklyn in the house. What's going on, brother? I think Comic Vet, Pimp Paddington. Paddington is a pimp. Shout out to the Comic Vet, which I'll be on Only Slabs with Comic Vet and Rob Fatsax the Comics. Not this Saturday, tomorrow, the following Saturday. So I'm excited about that. Paddington is the bear goat. No, I think Radar.
Kind of like the goat spider.
Oh man, the goat spider.
Let's talk about the goat spider some more.
I don't get Mark started.
All right, we're all cut up, man. We're all cut up.
What are you talking about? The goat spider? Freckles.
That's his name. Freckles. Her name.
Oh,
Their name.
Freckles was the canary in the coal mine. like stop me now because this is going to go on all night. We get started on the goat spider.
I want to talk about goat spiders, and I want
We'll
to talk
get
about
to goat
spider
spider,
goats.
yeah.
Now, is there a difference between a goat spider and a spider goat?
Oh man, I wouldn't even want to see a spider goat.
Oh, it's just scary just even thinking about it, dog.
Yeah, spider. They got spider chasing you with fucking horns. No, thank you. No,
Unless
thank
it's one of the ones that faint, and then you.
no, thank you. Well, Freckles, the goat spider, though, deceptively cute, maximally dangerous.
There you go, right there, Legion. Did you open
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I did because I tried to get around to opening it soon, comparatively to the rest of my mail that just sits forever. But because you messaged me, I tried to open it soon. But it's up on the channel somewhere. But I'll try to look through and find the video and shoot it to you on Instagram. But yeah, very appreciative. It's in the collection, going nowhere.
That book was absolutely amazing. Early Johnny Desjardins when he was just a wee lad in the hills of Ireland.
Yeah, it was like 2015, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little piece of history. That's awesome.
That was the worst Irish accent I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, you wee lad. Remy Q, I just want to like reach through the screen and just give you a hug, dog. I don't know why.
I love you guys.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, dog.
Happy Valentine's Day, man.
You either be the mushroom or you take the mushroom.
Oh, I think I'd rather be the mushroom.
Yeah, I'll be the mushroom. Shout out to The Last of Us.
Man, I can't wait to enjoy that in 2027. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You want to hear some good news, Room? The
What's up?
entire production crew for making The Last of Us, the aesthetics, the set designs, the
What's up, Jersey?
costumes, they're all working on the DC Green Lantern show together.
Sweet.
What's
every
up,
day,
Jersey?
more cast or more crew from The Last of Us gets announced as the crew members for the Lanterns.
Well, maybe when they get done with that, they'll start the next season of The Last of Us.
Yeah, it's done. It's already
comes out.
slated to start airing. The trailer's out and everything for it.
Does it come out in March or April?
I'm not sure, but the trailer alone, just get your heart tense. You're like, this is going to be insane.
Nice. Well,
And you guys don't know the game. I feel bad for you that you guys don't know the game.
That game was so impactful for gamers that I have gamer friends that messaged me and said, "Hey, I need you to watch this YouTube video." And it was just the cutscene clips for all of the first game.
Yeah.
I'm like, "All right, I'll watch it." What's the deal? I was like, "No, now watch this one." And they sent me the first half cutscenes for the second game. Just so that, like, okay, cool. They're like, it's different when you play it. But that was heartbreaking.
Yeah,
April 2025.
April 2025.
Not long at all.
We're talking about
We're
the last.
finally here.
I wish you guys played that game. It is for me. It is the greatest game of all time. So here's a question. This wasn't on the agenda or anything like that, but I've been meaning to talk to you guys about it because you're my guys. I know, Mark. The last gaming system you played was the Nintendo 64.
I had a PS3 for a short time period, like 3 months. Like my brother had one, but I bought one for 3 months, played some games, and no, not for me.
You suck. Remy's an avid gamer, plays on the Xbox. He's an Apex legend.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, what do you play? PS5, right? Or you have all the systems because you're rich.
No. After Xbox One.
That wasn't very convincing.
No, I'm trying to think.
I'm rich. Look at Vampire. I'm just really old. I collect a lot of stuff.
That too.
Been around for a long time, so I've acquired many valuable items throughout the years, the decades,
Many,
centuries.
Nick
many-
Ferratu.
many leather-bound books.
It's rich mahogany.
I dropped off Xbox after Xbox One. It just for me that piece of hardware was trash. So I'm a PlayStation guy.
Xbox One, C Bizzle plays Sea of Thieves. I've never heard of Sea of Thieves. And it's not bro, I am so removed from video games, it's not even funny. Like I'm legit playing Last of Us Part 2 again for the second time in 3 months. Like I just can't get into new games for whatever reason. But I wanted to ask, what are some of the most milestone moments in games that you just couldn't believe when you were playing it? Like as you're playing it, maybe it was a scary part, or maybe it was a cutscene, or maybe it was something.
Oh, you're not talking about the game itself?
Anything that had to do with the
I know
game.
I know the most pivotal game of all time. Everybody knows what game is the most pivotal game of all time that changed gaming forever.
Let me get my boo sound effect ready. Have Remy Q.
GoldenEye.
For N64.
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
I didn't have to think.
Literally changed the game.
yeah. Halo, every single time, crying always.
No. No, go back in time and take GoldenEye out of it. Halo never existed. Never existed. Never
No,
existed.
There's is gonna say, but dude, I was only like 6 when Halo came out.
When I invented Halo, I was only 6.
I mean, when GoldenEye came out. I agree.
Game
You ever see
changer,
the
man.
short where the guy, it's like the old guy, and he turns on the N64 and he gets so hyped up, and his son's like, well, I don't get it. He's like, oh, like he knows. He's like, he's about
It's just
to
the
whip some
intro.
ass.
Yo, GoldenEye. So I never had it. Well, my brother had an N64, but he didn't have GoldenEye. But when Mrs. Lynx and I were dating, so I would come over, and her brother, this motherfucker swore he was like James Bond. Like he was just like James Bond, everything, movies. And then we would play GoldenEye, and I would be like, because I was a Sega person, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis. And yo, we would play GoldenEye, but slaps only. Yo, and we would be dying, like on the floor laughing, like just. Yo, slaps only.
That's exactly how it looked.
It's not even slaps, it's chops. It's like, oh, yo, Mrs. Lynx, we gonna play slaps.
Our job was a cheat because he was literally half the size of the other characters, where you couldn't auto aim on him. You'd have to manual aim to hit him at all.
Yo,
Like we're playing GoldenEye, no odd job.
yo, Wink Inc. in the building. Wink Inc. is my dude. We need to get him back up here, man. Remember when you big time Wink Inc. at C2E2 Remy Q?
Biggest regret of my life. Biggest regret of my life. Seriously. I don't know why. I don't know why in that moment I was like, yeah, I got this. Man, I regret that.
Yeah, Remy's like, what up? And walked away.
He's such a cool guy. Yeah, it's like, man,
Yeah, Wink is one of my favorite people
love him.
ever on YouTube. I did that same thing with Garrett. Who did I big time? The first time I met Very Gary. So I went up to him and I was just like, what up? And then he's like, hey, dude, blah, blah. And I was just like, cool. Let's go. Yo, I felt like such an asshole.
You, sir, are magic.
But this was fat terrorist links. This was early in the process.
Yeah, you hear people talk about that a lot, like how, like a lot of the YouTube comic community is different than a lot of other ones, where there's really not that. It's really everyone's just happy to meet each other kind of place.
Yeah, but it's always me. I'm an awkward dude. Like if you knew me prior to like YouTube stuff, where I was just like I'm super introverted, and I hate talking to people. So even now, it's like I get so not uncomfortable. For example, perfect example. I pick up Mrs. Lynx from her job yesterday to go see Captain America 4. I'm waiting outside for a half an hour, freezing. She comes out with one of the highest level executives at her job, and this is like a multi-billion-dollar organization. So she's just like, hi, I'd like you to introduce my husband, blah blah. I was just like, nice to meet you. I apologize for this Frosty the Snowman grip, like, because I'm freezing. Yo, my
Frozen hand.
Yo, I'm literally like that. And she's like, oh, but why didn't you go inside and wait in the lobby? I was just like, I don't think they would let me in with Timberlands. And then she goes, then she tells Mrs. Lynch, she was like, do they racial profile? And I was just like, oh shit. Like, what the God? I'm just trying to be affable. Whatever. Anyway, she showed the true colors. She was slapped. Yo, Death of Aerith. That's how you spell it? Aerith? Final Fantasy 7. I never played Final Fantasy 7. I played 8.
What?
So, Nick, talk about Final Fantasy 7 then. I never played it. Should I go back?
No. Well, for me, that was one of the greatest games back in the day, and they just remastered it a few years ago. And
Is that the PS2 one?
No,
Or Cloud wore like the yellow tank top or whatever?
Yes, I think
It was like super heavy marketed when the graphics jumped up.
I don't remember.
Nah, Final Fantasy 7 wasn't on PS2. because Final Fantasy VIII was on PS1. That's the one that I got. That it had 3 discs, and I got stuck on disc 3.
Oh shit!
We're already up to 8.
Yeah, I literally bought my PS1 for Final Fantasy VIII because everybody was talking about it. Gary B says, "Yo, in Uncharted, when you run into the creatures on that submarine or whatever it is, that shit was crazy."
Original PlayStation.
Original PlayStation. Big John says, "I'm 60 and I'm even playing Zelda on the Switch."
Yeah, that's another good one.
The first time I noticed any Final Fantasy game was when they were marketing it for PS2, and the graphics looked amazing.
Yeah, but for me, it was playing Resident Evil the first time. The first time you run like down one of the hallways, the dog jumps through.
Oh, Final Fantasy, that's 10.
That's 10.
Yeah, that was the first one I ever remember being aware of.
Oh, the X means 10, Mark.
Yeah, I didn't remember what number or letter it had next to it. I just remember the dude was sporting a yellow crop top.
Yeah, this guy's sporting a yellow hair and a pretty big sword.
Hey, yo, by sword, you mean dick?
Hey-o!
What's the best part?
Hey,
We'll get 21 minutes in the mix. Yeah,
we'll get back to. We're gonna have two giveaways as well, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get those out later on. So, Eric Thompson, real quick, and then we get back to some video game stuff. Since it's Valentine's Day, who's the hottest in comics?
Character?
Writer.
Okay, writer. Okay.
That Hansel, he's so hot right now.
Who?
Hansel.
Who the hell is Hansel?
It's a Zoolander reference.
Oh, I don't know. No, never seen it.
You've never seen Zoolander?
Yeah, I've seen Zoolander. I remember we rented an Airbnb and it was like the only movie that was there.
Maybe Zatanna.
It's the only movie that was
Yeah, the fishnet.
There's a brand new series coming that Jamal Campbell's doing the art on too, and they're doing the preview pages in the back of the books. And this looks good. It's a good looking comic character.
Zatanna. Remy Q, who you got? Hottest character in comics. Nightwing is off the table because we're all gonna say Nightwing. So
no, I wasn't gonna pick a dude. Are we picking dudes? Are we talking about dude on dude action? I didn't know we were gonna go that way.
I'm comfortable with saying, hey, that's a handsome dude. But no, let's stick to the female form.
35 watching. Where's the chat at? Throw some names out there.
Yeah, chat.
Who y'all picking?
I'm gonna say Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Which suit?
One of the old suits.
The purple one.
Oh, with the little.
He said Eartha Kitt Catwoman. Remy Q.
Marcus.
Batman. Miss Kitka. Yo, Miss Kitka. Nick, let's objectify these cartoon characters, dog.
Black Cat for me, for sure.
Black Hat. Big John says Mary Jane. Evil says me, of course.
Duh.
Nick looking for help. I'm surrounded by children. Jenny Frizen. Not so bad. Or I think objectifying cartoon characters is sick, and you guys are fucked up, man. That's terrible, man. You guys are wrong.
Way they asked the question, then, boy.
Yeah, I'm judging you guys, but the only real answer is Black Cat. Emma Frost.
Mm.
You know, those nibs cut like diamonds, literally.
Because Bizzle said Psylocke. You talk about that swimsuit edition. I know what you're talking about, bro.
Jim Lee.
Everybody remembers Psylocke from that swimsuit edition.
Wink. Black Cat dog. Oh man. Oh man. Oh shit. Jessica Drew. Yo, what up, Fable? Fable in the building. Jessica Drew. Wonder Woman. Druna, if you know, you know. Where's she from, Pops? Some old pulp?
She's probably blue.
Ooh.
Blue with green hair, probably.
Oh, I thought you meant. Yeah, man. All right, let's. This is going
That's
up.
a terrible question. Yes.
This is
Oh, man.
Amanda Waller.
Pop's got something.
What is that?
This Druna chick is kind of think of what
All
was
right.
up
Share the image.
Nick, share the image and we'll.
Share the image. We got to see
from
that.
Matrix. What was Monica Bellucci?
Monica
Share the
Bellucci from The Matrix. All right, Nick. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me just make. Okay.
Can you see?
Separare, mobilis gravis. You have to enlarge.
Is
Pause.
that the one? Is
Yeah,
that the
go.
one?
Hey, go two to the left. Go two to the left. No,
This
no,
one?
no. Up, up. Your other up. There you go. Up again.
Yeah, asking married men what
To
chicken,
the left.
what hot chicken they think is hot on
Right.
Valentine's.
Nope. Too far.
You know,
To
anything
the right.
anything
Right.
for
Let's
comedic value, sir. Heavy metal. Heavy metal was amazing.
I see what you're talking about there. Maybe we should get one of the ones with the eyes crossed out there. Hey, watch out there, Xerxes.
All right,
She fell victim to my divine power.
enough of this hubbub. This feels like a Remy Q Timu segment.
Golly, yeah.
Lovely ladies. Black. I was gonna say Black Panther.
Oh, hey.
America, Brave New World. No, because Black Panther came out. It was funny. I was talking to Mrs. Links how when the first one came out, it was in February, and it was such a big deal. Like that was like insane. And Captain America, Brave New World came out. 3 of us saw it. I'm assuming Remy hasn't seen it yet because he hates life.
No, I didn't watch that
You didn't. Why didn't you?
because I was busy watching Invincible.
Season 3.
You're
Yeah.
consistent. You've been a big fan
Yeah.
since episode 1.
Yes.
Super big.
Thank you, Tyler. Where is Tyler?
Who?
Who?
This song's dedicated to my homie in that gangster lean.
You have to call like the little video clip people and get them to
Pour one
cut one
out.
for Tyler. Tyler, glass.
Taylor Window, I just started episode 1 and 2 of Severance tonight.
Yeah, Taylor, and it's fantastic.
Oh, hold up. I'm going to pause you right there.
Paul.
I want to get to Fantastic, but just because Remy is the only one that's seen Invincible season 3, has it been really, really good?
I
Yeah,
watched
it's
it too.
great.
Oh, you watched it too?
Yeah,
You do, Mark?
Nick and I are on the same wavelength here. It's like once I hit a certain age, I just fell into place.
No, I haven't watched past episode like 2 of season 2. I'm like, I'm done.
Same. Like I watched episode 1 of season 2, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
nothing
is
against it. It
insane.
just wasn't drawing me.
everything against it. Everything against it.
I love it.
See, I don't know. I got to get back into it. It's just one of those things. But just because Taylor Winder mentioned Severance, and then we'll get to Captain America. Are you guys up on Severance?
No, but I'm about to be because Apple just opened back up availability to me.
There you go. I think Remy was like excited. Did you say you saw some of it or no?
I have. Yeah, I've seen several episodes. It's fantastic. I didn't watch it on Apple TV though. I'm a pirate.
Wow.
I admit it. Yep, I don't care.
It's all about
yeah,
the
it's a great
movie.
show. Good job, other network.
Nick, you're how many episodes in?
2 episodes in. I picked that over The Gorge tonight.
Yeah, I plan on watching that too. I just finished the finale to Dexter that premiered today too.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that was super good.
I'm gonna get into that. Next, I'm gonna get into Paradise with what's that dude's name? That he was in Black Panther as well. He was Killmonger's dad. That he's a phenomenal
Are
actor.
you talking about Love Paradise?
No, just Paradise. Just straight up
Oh,
Paradise.
that's, what's his the guy from This Is Us?
Yeah, him. Silo is really good on Apple TV. Well,
Hell
Silo.
yeah, it is.
Rebecca
I
Ferguson. is
I am
ridiculous.
going to be the only dude. I'm not feeling Severance, man. I'm not feeling Severance. No, don't shut your camera off, Remy Q. You have to deal with this, and you face it head on, sir. I watched season 1, and I was just like, "This is the most overrated thing in the history of the world." It wasn't. Oh, shit.
Take that. Take that.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Oh man, the Diddy document. No, we're just going everywhere. Season 1 of Severance. Meh. Most hyped, overrated show I've seen in a long time. I've seen since Mel's Diner back in the day.
Mel's Diner. Wow.
Man,
You
you didn't like it at all?
Kiss my grits. Wow.
A Mel's Diner reference out in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. It was okay. Like I just didn't get it. Like it wasn't for me. Like I hated that this dude, what's his name? Adam Scott. Like I couldn't take him seriously. I don't know what was going on. Not that I didn't know what was going on. I just couldn't get into it. Like there wasn't enough. There was too much mystery, and the payoff came way late into the season. So if you remember watching The Wire, you've all seen The Wire, and everybody says it's the greatest show of all time, or one of the greatest shows of all time. The first season, the first 5-6 episodes are really boring because it's so much foundation that they're laying. And then the rest of the season is just like, oh, so F Severance. How about that, Remy Q? What are you going to say about that? And Taylor Winder.
Well, we have different opinions.
And you know I don't like people.
I think it's good. I think it's good that there's that much diversity in our opinions.
No, I need you to have the same exact opinion of me, sir, or I can't be friends anymore. What say you?
Do I pick the show or DJ Links?
I'm just teasing. It just wasn't for me. I think it's one of those things because everybody's saying, yo, you need to watch this. And then I finally watch it. And in my brain, I'm like, yo, this is kind of trash. It's very lost. It's very lost to me. Keep watching, Nick. It's very lost.
I never watched Lost.
You never watched Lost.
Times.
Way too
Never watched Lost. Never watched The Wire.
Dude, Lost is fantastic. It suffers through the writer's strike, but all in all, as a total,
I think I saw the first episode of Lost, and they were on a beach, and there was a plane crash, and I was like, nah.
Dude, that used to have me talking to
the whole premise. What's the premise? Plane crash, and they end up on this beach, and then goes from
on
there.
The beach, and I was like, nah, I'll watch something else.
And then since
I rewatched the Twilight Saga.
I think it was season 3, the season that focused on John Locke trying to get into the
hatch.
Dude, that was like that was everything.
Yeah.
Like what's in it, like could this change it? And then getting into it just rips you apart. Like, oh my god.
Like, yes, not Penny's boat.
And then they introduced Desmond at that point.
When Desmond and Penny finally met, dog, I'm not gonna lie. Your boy, I did shed a tear because I love love. This is the love episode. And that was monumental when they Penny and Desmond. I was just like, oh.
I now want to rewatch Lost, man.
It's too many seasons, too many episodes like that. Network TV, 24 episodes a season is just
an hour long with commercials, so about 42 to 47 minutes an episode kind of thing.
What is it on? What's it streaming on?
So it's ABC, so it should be on Hulu / Disney.
Yeah, it should be on Disney Plus.
I thought I saw it on Netflix too.
Take out season 3, dog. Season 3 is the lock season, no?
Yeah, season 3 was the hatch, I thought.
Yeah, season 3 is phenomenal. Gary B, the casual comic guy. Season 3 had the disposable characters.
Oh, C Bizzle. Oh my god.
C Bizzle, I idolize you right now, sir. That is the most garbage movie I've ever seen
on Netflix.
So even though DJ will be there opening night for number 3, just like he is for everything else.
It's like, oh snap! Look, Red Smurfs this time.
Yeah, I don't think you're ready for what's coming, DJ. I should do a video on what's coming because not a lot of people in our community really keep up with it or talk about. There's so much information out there if you go looking for it.
Mark's got all the toys already.
Hold on. I just
Man.
pulled up Lost. Okay, it's on Netflix.
Oh,
Season
it's on
1.
Netflix.
Season 1, episode 1 is pilot part 1. It was a part 1, episode 1. I mean, thanks for the 42 minutes of half of what you wanted to show me.
The
Dude,
nerve.
the way that they started showing how everybody was related and how they, I was talking to the TV back in those days.
Yeah. But the nerve of them to call the first episode about a plane crash pilot is insane to me.
It's a dirty business.
It is.
Come on, T-Dubs. Way to sort of compare it to something completely different. I bet you were great at debate.
I watched Lost now. I gotta watch Lost. I'm still watching Daredevil, by the way.
His joke and slapped him with it. Just slapped him with his own joke, T-Dubs. Damn, what was I gonna say? No, I was gonna. You should make a video about Avatar, and then I'll just wait till somebody copies your video, and then I'll watch that one.
There you go. You know, I did like one video on the books back when Dark Horse released the books that bridged the films, because I figured a lot of people don't know that it's all canon material. Like it has to be approved by James Cameron. So like for those that care, which like there might not be a lot of people here that care, but for those that care, there's a metric shit ton of people that care. And that video turned into be one of those evergreen videos that still gets views all the time. Yeah, I give you that, T-Dubs, most definitely.
It's the most overrated franchise in human history.
I mean, the numbers don't lie.
Nick, are you going to be there opening day for Avatar? What's it called? Fire and Ash?
I'll probably be there opening weekend, not opening.
He'll be there open. Well, the opening day is tough. This one will be shorter than the first two. That the runtime's been confirmed to come in under 3 hours, which I'm actually pissed about.
Yeah. So it's 2 hours and 59 minutes.
God, I hope. If they confirmed it's under 3, I hope it's 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds.
How long was Avatar 2?
About 3.5.
3.5 hours with a whole hour of them just showing the dude swimming. Look at me, I can swim.
I loved it.
Look at me, I can swim. An entire hour.
Shoving his ponytail into animals.
Beautiful.
But it was showing so much more than that. It was introducing you to this whole nother part of the world, showing you the differences in the clans, the way that they moved under there, the way that they can hold their breath. It showed you that Kiri was capable of holding her breath infinitely, which was unraveling the mystery of Kiri's whole existence. And that was a huge clue into it, which they didn't even give us everything, just a few clues along the way, and teaching you the hand signals and how that's a thing. Because, you know, they lean into this, like the language that they're speaking, it's a completely real developed language made for this. It's none of it's just gibberish. It's all an actual foreign language they invented for the movie. Same with the hand languages.
See, and I didn't get any of that. I just saw this guy swimming, and I was just like, great form.
Good form. Yeah, they did. They did.
I'm afraid to grow my hair long because I think I'm going to try to put my ponytail in my cat's tail. Like, I'm afraid of that.
On it.
No shit. Speaking of, yeah, my barber today was just like, yo, your hairline is going, son. And I was just like, don't push it back. Like, I'm old. I'm embracing it. Like, don't try to do nothing stupid. Like, it is what it is, dog. All right, you guys want to talk about this Captain America nonsense?
Now we keep talking about Avatar. We got someone asking about Braille brain juice or the was it Amarita?
Don't forget
that amber substance they're extracting out of their brains. Dude, that was heartbreaking.
We don't make fun of people's bodies, John, with the whale juice. I love the runtime so much. James Cameron's like, math can't even stop me. What a badass.
Yeah.
James Cameron, the most overrated director in the history of cinema. No, I'm just joking.
I'm about to say you can't even pretend. I can't say it with a straight face.
Yo, there's a kid at my job.
I gotta run. I love you all.
I love you, Remy. Wow, happy Valentine's Day. Go clap them cheeks, dog.
Clap them cheeks, my dude.
Take that.
Take that.
I love my guy Remy Q. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be there opening day to see Avatar. Well, probably not on the Thursday. I'll probably go on the Saturday just because I know it's gonna be a longer movie and I have to sit there. So I'd rather just do that on a Saturday than on a Thursday after being up from 6 a.m. all the way through the entire day. But
yeah, I'm gonna be working that Thursday. He's counting the minutes till I can get off and go to the first showing. Like planning ahead of time. If there's a showing that starts before, I would typically get off work and I'll be at that one. And I just looked it up. It's just over 3 hours. It's reporting in at the moment at 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Oh God.
We'll be back in there.
Oh God.
We'll be back in there, guys.
That's another 4 laps in the pool.
Well, we're going to the sky for this one as well, to a like the name the clan, but where the ash people live is where there's like a catastrophic event that the rest of the world and clans are unaware of that affected this part of Pandora. So it's like a barren wasteland, and they live in like the destroyed remnants of a home tree. So it's going to be like dealing with there's going to be savage, it's going to be crazy. In this one, it's other Na'vi that are the threat versus the RDA, despite the RDA coming back in bigger force as well.
Yeah.
Is that this year too or next year?
That's this year, my dude.
Christmas time?
That's December.
Christmas. What other big movies besides Thunderbolts drop? Before we even talk about that, let's just get into Captain America without giving up any spoilers. Let's just keep it brief, because at week's end on Sunday, the complete spoiler review show, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Captain America, Brave New World. Not Captain America 4, Brave New World. Initial thoughts. We all seen it. Let's start with Nick, because I know Mark is going to be like, I hated this because it was Disney and Marvel.
I gave it a solid 6. I thought it was good.
Can a 6 be solid, though?
Yeah.
He's not saying it was a solid movie. It was a 6. He said it's a solid 6.
Story wasn't great. I felt it was a little bit bloated at times.
What's up? Bloated? I thought it was very lean.
The Hulk stuff I thought was good. The new Falcon annoyed the shit out of me. I didn't like it at all.
Terrible.
And I hope that there's more in the future for the leader, because he was pretty cool.
Oh shit! Oh,
That was probably the worst part of the movie.
The leader?
Outside of the Falcon.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 is mid. You can't give a solid 6.
Yeah, I don't know if I would see it. I wouldn't be like, all right, it's on streaming now. I gotta watch it.
Well,
Hulk stuff was good though.
Hulk stuff was dope. What about you, Mark?
It definitely has all the problems that a movie that underwent what it did has. You can see multiple tones in the movie really easily. You can be like, these tones were from a different movie in a different script, and they don't match this next scene.
Dude, not even in the same scene.
Yeah, and then there's some scenes where, like, I was sitting in the theater and I'll just look at Pops. I'm like, where the fuck did he come from? Because like there's some scenes where this person doesn't belong at this location at this time. It makes no fucking sense, and it's blaringly obvious. I was talking about it before I went and seen it. I was wondering if we'd be able to notice any of those things. You're able to notice it with Moana 2, which was originally intended for a television show that they repackaged together to make a movie out of it. It was an enjoyable time, but you can clearly see where the first 3 episodes definitively break when you watch that movie, if you know to look. With Captain America, it had the same issues.
Yeah. So I'm gonna flat out say this because Brian, sorry, definitely go see it. I did not regret going to see it. Like I thought the good definitely outweighed the bad. Like for me as a Hulk fan, I was loving it.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about it without going into spoilers, without just talking about the technical aspects of the film, because if you get into anything else, you're really kind of spoiling it. And I haven't talked about it at all because I didn't want to taint anyone's opinion or perspective. But every post I put up, I said, go see for yourself. I saw it, go see it. Like I went in with the absolute bare minimum expectations because you know enough about the production and the journey and all this and that. And if you know anything about the comics with Sam's tenure as Captain America, like what, you kind of get an idea to expect a low bar anyways. But I think the movie greatly improved on anything that the comics did with him, which I read those like last summer on vacation. I went and picked them up to binge read all those, but it was worth seeing in the big screen. I enjoyed it. There's a lot to talk about. There's good, bad, and ugly to it.
Yeah. So for me, this is exactly how I felt about the movie. It felt like it was a 3-episode TV show. Like Pops hit it on the head. Shout out to Pops and Druna. I'm gonna go watch Heavy Metal. Hit it on the it felt like a TV show that was spliced together to make a film. And not only as far as just like flow and things like that, just the star quality. Like I felt like there was like, and then maybe it's me. Am I getting old that I don't? aside from Harrison Ford, there was no like real like
Juice.
stars or Harrison Ford's handler, Agent Taylor, horrible. One of the worst acting jobs I've ever seen. Like was she a stand-in and they just kept her?
No, and that was a reworked character, but it was still the original actress cast for it. And that was something that was blaringly obvious because there's a scene where she catches up to our main characters and she has to get into an altercation and she physically grabs a grown man in full like SWAT gear and picks him up, but she's only 4 feet tall if you put her on a stool, and she hits him on the ground. And it's the most unbelievable thing you've ever seen, and you're watching a man fly.
No, not her.
Not Sabra.
Yeah,
the Anthony Mackie's friend.
Yeah, that her name was like Agent Taylor. Horrible acting job. I think the Ruth, what was her name? Ruth Nutmeister or some shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, it was something along those lines though. Like, look it up. Damn, now I want to know what's her name. Somebody drop.
That was definitely it.
Ruth
Nutmeister. Yo, she was amazing, but it felt like she was a stand-in for like a Black Widow type character. But she was like she was,
what was amazing
like
about that
actress. I don't know. She kicked ass, like just her acting and stuff. Like Anthony Mackie,
she wouldn't have had her fight. That was where they went wrong. Like if she was like the greatest world trained fighter, God, I think Nick's kid could go put them paws on her. She's just, it's that unbelievable. I bet in real life, that actress weighs 87 pounds.
Yeah, she was tiny.
Real life.
Yeah,
like they might have wanted to get smaller actors to put beside Anthony Mackie, because Anthony Mackie filled out the suit really, really well. Like, they do impressive stuff with cameras, and where they place actors is very specific, and who they have you stand next to and what you're standing on is very specific. So putting him next to Hakeem Falcon or next to Ruth makes him look pretty big. He looked like he filled out the suit in that sense. But and then you see them all walking by each other, then next to other people, and you're like, yo, she's a fucking hobbit. Let me see her feet.
She was
even smaller than Isaiah.
Yo, she was bad little. But
Anthony Mackie stood next to Isaiah. He looked like a midget.
Yeah.
Was she in the Black Widow movie?
No, she was not into it.
They said she trained with the widows.
Yeah, she went through the Red Room program.
A 4'90" chick beating trained 220-pound men. If she was Sabra, I would believe it. If she was Sabra. Oh, but they didn't even mention that she was Sabra.
No, that was another one of those unfortunate events where what you have planned and what's happening in the real world kind of mess up what you're doing, and you have to go back and make some altercations because of Sabra's backstory in the comics. They didn't want to alienate any of their audience because of real world stuff. They wanted to separate the movie from real world stuff, which I greatly respect. It's unfortunate, but some things are out of your control, and you got to do what's best for the audience to be able to go to your film and escape from shit for a while. So.
Yeah, because you don't want to. That's why it's funny, because that's why I don't like watching hood movies, because I live in the hood. I've lived in the hood my whole life, so I do not like watching like realistic like hood movies and stuff like that. But real quick, Evil Mike, congratulations! He hit his 1K milestone, which is awesome. Congratulations, my dude. But I just wanted to highlight his 3 questions here. Does it have rewatchability? Would you recommend it? And did you leave the theater happy? Nick, take on those 3 questions, dog.
Yeah. I wouldn't watch it. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it saying go in without any expectations.
And did you leave happy?
It was fine.
Furiosa on yourself in there.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah. Did you get the Red Hulk popcorn bucket with the false bottom?
No.
You got the Red Hulk one with the real bottom.
Oh shit. Yo. I can't say what I was going to say. Mark, what's your take on these 3 questions from
I don't think it has rewatchability. It doesn't do anything or show anything that we haven't seen these characters do more impressive stuff of 10 years ago, which was a point I made to Pops. I'm like, you can tell that they're not paying for or investing in stunt coordinators or choreographers at all anymore, at all. Horrible. But in that sense, there's just nothing. You'll get it all in the first watch through.
Yeah.
And I would recommend watching it, as I would recommend watch most anything, see if you like it for yourself. And I left the theater glad I went to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Does it have rewatchability? No. Like you'll literally get everything in the first watch through. Would you recommend it? I would recommend anything to anybody just because I want people to make up their own mind. And I left the theater happy because I'm a Hulk fan. Now, this is not a spoiler. Obviously, we know Red Hulk is in it, but this is almost like a direct sequel to Edward Norton's Incredible Hulk. So that's what I was hearing in the theater as like, the credits were rolling and people waited for the after credit scene. There is an after credit scene all the way at the end of the credits. And a lot of people were just like, yo, who was that? Who was that? But I don't understand. Like, why is this guy green? Like nobody knew because they're like 20. And that movie came out in 2008, the same year.
It's crazy to think that we lived through the golden era of all this coming out. We've literally seen it all, minus Thor 4, because fuck that movie.
Yo, and these guys are like, they're right next. So it's me, Mrs. Lynx, and then the two guys right next to her. And and then I'm like dying laughing, and Mrs. Lynx is like, "That's how you sound on Friday nights." Like, oh, you fuck. One of these days, Alice.
Yeah, and it was interesting what they decided to do. And Pops put it in his post. He's like, "That was, all things considered, it was a pretty fun watch. Can't imagine how shitty the movie was before this was the final product they settled on, because they've rewritten it so many times, reshot it so many times, and you can feel it, but you also get a sense of it from really what leads into this movie. Because like the whole feeling of an Incredible Hulk sequel, that's not the only old project that really gets elevated into this. And then there's almost a sense of like they took a destroyed project and they didn't know what to do with it, and they're like, all right, grab Civil War. I want you to plot it out on a bar napkin. I needed it plotted so simply, and we're going to shove our movie into that formula with our characters.
Almost beat for beat.
Beat for beat. This was Civil War just dressed as another movie.
Yo, what's up, Wolverado? Yeah, but I would definitely recommend somebody to see it. Like, as far as movies to compare it to, it's definitely better than the Marvels. It's better than Thor 4. It's
better than Wakanda Forgettable.
Better than Wakanda.
Better than Ant-Man 3, in my opinion.
And it's funny because I really enjoyed Ant-Man 3. So I don't know. I'm probably one of the only people that enjoy Ant-Man 3, but I enjoyed Jonathan Majors, both what he does on and off screen.
Keep in mind, this is a recommend from me. So I'm not saying this is a bad movie. Ant-Man 3, I wouldn't recommend to people despite Jonathan Majors' power right performance.
Jonathan Michaels gives it a 16. He saw it twice. He gave it both times. Shout out to Joe Michaels. I said Jonathan Michaels. I'm sorry.
The adventurous one.
The adventurous Joe Michael. J-Med says, I feel like there's some fundamental writing issues that handicap this narrative.
Yes, majorly. I can't wait to talk to you about it too, because you had to been having like an aneurysm watching it. He's a film guy, you know what I mean? Like quite literally.
I don't know. It was like, I can't wait till Sunday if I'm invited on that week's.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. A lot can happen in 48 hours.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, I don't know. I was like I was watching it. I was just like, yo, this shit is like, it's not terrible. It's not super whack. Like Marvels, I'm sitting there watching Marvels, and I'm like, yo, this shit is horrible. Pass me a popcorn. Like, but I don't know. I enjoyed the Hulk stuff. I really enjoyed like the Hulk stuff, the fight at the end. As soon as they introduced that component to his suit, I was just like, oh, which was a smart way for them to say how he'll be able to take those punches.
Yeah, and two, like one thing that was upsetting is like I don't know, this is again a writing thing. It's hard to talk about this without going into spoilers. I just want to bail on it. But there's parts of it that, why are we doing this? We've already done this 2 years ago in an 8-hour-long television show. Why are we doing this again?
Yeah, I tried watching the last episode of the Falcon Winter show, bro. I shut it off.
Better.
Yeah, I shut it off in the first 10 minutes. I was just like, I totally.
You got to go back and watch the first episode. That opening's badass when he's flying around like with the helicopters and chasing Batroc. Yeah,
Batroc.
There's a lot of great stuff in that television show. It jumps the shark with just that one speech. Really, it's kind of weird.
Moving on, Thunderbolts. So they put out the new trailer during the Super Bowl, which the Super Bowl seems so far away, and it was just this past Sunday.
Mm.
But before we get into the Thunderbolts, what do you guys thought about the halftime show, Kendrick?
I didn't get to watch it in real time, so I didn't get to watch it till after seeing a lot of the videos and stuff that were showing you like all the little details. So I was able to go back and watch it with some context, and it seemed like that seemed like one of the most highly produced halftime shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
With the camera work, the staging, the scale of it, and everything. Like I don't know a lot of Kendrick songs. There's a handful of them that are familiar to me at best, but just the level of performance was next level. It was impressive choreography and all that.
And he paid for all that stuff himself. Like I didn't know that.
Paid for it.
They get a $15 million budget from the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
But from what I understand, the stage alone cost $15 million. So everything else he paid for.
What's a Kendrick? Kendrick Lamar, sir. Kendrick Lamar.
And also, a lot of people were upset that he didn't do his old songs, but I found out that his old songs are locked up in like licensing issues, and he wouldn't really make the money he would by doing the new stuff. Like he would only get like 10 or 20% of people finding out what his music's all about back in the day, whereas opposed to all the new songs, he gets like 80 or 90% of the streaming money. So.
Gotcha. But did you enjoy the halftime show?
I didn't watch it real time either. I was hanging out with some people.
Oh, you was clapping cheeks.
No.
Not flapping them.
Oh, I fucked up by saying flapping cheeks, right?
Earlier. I don't know. It's a good term.
Fapping cheeks will be completely different though. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Yeah, fapping cheeks. I thought the football game as a whole was terrible. So that put me in a bad because I don't really watch football, but I'm like, yo, it's a Super Bowl. It should be like nail biter, buzzer beater, whatever you want to call it. So I was like, man,
the beater.
Yo, horrible. Like for you to get blown out in the Super Bowl to me that shit is like insane. Production value, like you said, it was on point. I enjoyed the stuff. Like I feel like he didn't do a lot of his other hits, but you said they were in licensing issues. I was more surprised with the Not Like Us, and then when he looked right into the camera, say Drake.
Y'all watch the Brilliant Idiots podcast at all?
From time to time, yeah. Shout out to Charlemagne and Andrew Shaw. Yo, I saw this.
Dude, that's like the greatest dynamic ever, those two. But Schultze has been beefing with Kendrick because like Kendrick's like it's like there's this whole thing, don't beef with Kendrick, and apparently some stuff had been back and forth with him, but Andrew's like a no speed but foot on the floorboard kind of guy, and he's been going hard, and they were talking a lot about what they're going to do, and everyone on that podcast is like kind of like into the hip-hop world and stuff like, dude, he's obviously going to do it. He's obviously going to say the line. There's literally no way he wouldn't do it. So I don't know what everybody else was thinking. I'm not in the community of talking about it, but everyone seemed like shocked that he did it. But the way that he did the Sage Rake thing was hilarious. Like yeah, just turned and smiled.
Sage Rake, I hear you like him yell. Like it was just like, what the fuck is going on?
That shit was crazy.
But that's why people were shocked because of the subject matter of the song. Like I thought at the most, like maybe a live band will come out and they would do like an instrumental version of it with people dancing and just the chorus. But I don't think it was like for them to really like do the whole and then I mean they blurted out PDF and all that, whatever.
Yeah, he skipped that word, and A minor is a play on words. He didn't, you know what I mean? It's
the whole to have the whole stadium.
Yeah,
A minor.
It was pretty cool how it was unfortunate that was the only part that the whole stadium could sing along to. I guess not everybody can rap along, especially for that long.
Yeah, that was
songs.
That was,
I mean,
but then I've also heard
they were waiting for that moment, weren't they?
Everybody, but at the Oscars too, when they did that, when not the Oscars, at the Grammys, when he won the Grammy and they played the entire song and everybody said it. I saw a lot of people saying it was the worst halftime show in the history of like the Super Bowl. Like whatever, I could see that. Not the worst. Motherfuckers forgot about the Black Eyed Peas at the halftime show.
Fergie pissing herself and shit.
Horrible. That she was on that. She was on that dust.
Oh shit.
No, I'm just. So I've heard. Ferg was on the dust. I've heard about the Ferg.
Yeah, I think there's a clear different dynamic in the way people watch these things. Some people are trying to listen to the music. This was like a whole on performance, though. You know, it was like the mixture of the music, and that choreography was wild. The size of the stage alone was wild. The timing and placement. There's like some cool behind the scenes stuff, like where it shows you what they're doing when the camera's not on them. And when you pull that little peekaboo moment up,
Dang,
like, I don't even know the songs or the content to the diss of them, but I was just impressed with like that level of choreography, and for that long, that was next level.
I'm impressed by the level of pettiness because Serena and SZA are both Drake's exes.
Yeah, and she was out there crip walking.
Oh, both of them was Drake exes?
Both of them. He went out of his way to hire only Drake's exes for like most of that album. I think.
That's amazing. I wonder if they did it for free. Like, oh, we're coming.
Yo, that's crazy. Wayne Manor is fun. Wayne Manor. That's if the Joker was rapping. Yo, that shit is hilarious. Yo, Prince best halftime show. I agree. That Prince, Purple Rain, In the Rain, and then obviously Janet's nip. But shout out to that nip. That was the first time I seen a nip with jewelry, by the way.
Not the last.
Oh, definitely not the last. The Thunderbolts trailer. What do you guys think about the Thunderbolts? I don't want to be the first one to say anything.
Go ahead, say something.
I'll go. First trailer, I was ready to just throw tomatoes at the screen. The second trailer, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. This hit me with the vibes. I think, man, if they can pull off a sweet redemption, every single one of these characters not only deserve redemption from like in-universe moments, but from the company that drug these characters, introducing them in a shitty way to begin with. So this could be like one of the greatest comeback stories ever for an entire team of deserving characters. It's got potential after that trailer.
I don't know. I think the whole movie hinges on the whole Century Void thing for me.
Take that.
Now, I want you to keep in mind, I just recommended Captain America 4, and I'm hyped for Thunderbolts. Like, they might be back.
But Nick, one of your favorite characters is Void, no?
Why is that, DJ?
I'm asking. Didn't you? I got nothing.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm horrible. My head is pounding, dog. Pause.
I did like the Century back in the day. I thought it's a cool dynamic. I just don't want it to be a one and done kind of thing. Like I want to see it explored.
If they give us the Century, they have to let the Hulk and Century meet. Like that's like the best thing about that character is that Hulk is like the only person that remembers him, and they have like that friendship kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully he'll meet Null at some point in the future.
They said that they're planning on doing a World War Hulk, right? If they do that, you need Century. He's the only person that can slow him down.
And speaking of World War Hulk, first of all, I'm hyped for Thunderbolts. Like I think they have nothing to lose, and I'm praying that they would just like, yo, just make the movie that you want. Director, I don't even know who you are. Just
do whatever you want to do.
Like nobody gives a shit about these characters. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Nobody gives a shit about these characters, and it's one of the best Marvel movies ever. I'm hoping that's what happens. I think they're in on the joke. They're just ragtag group of heroes and stuff like that. The only thing that I'm kind of trepidatious about, big word, Nicholas, take that, is I'm not a fan of Red Guardian and his jokes. Like he's too jokey in the trailer. Too jokey.
Well, that's what they fixed in the second trailer, right? They masked it a little bit. The first trailer, it was all jokey and cringe and stuff. It looked like more of the same. But that second trailer seemed like it only focused on like one scene of the movie, like when Sentry wakes up kind of thing and rips Bucky's arm off, which we saw more of that scene in the first trailer. And then he goes outside for the first time and starts wreaking havoc. Yes,
David Harbour is Red Guardian.
Yeah. For me, it's like three of those villains are the worst villains in MCU for me.
Who?
Taskmaster, who's rumored to not even make it through the movie.
Oh,
Ghost.
You shut your mouth. Taskmaster is a gem, sir. One of the best.
The old guy from Up in a Captain America uniform.
John Walker.
Yeah.
You think they're going to kill everybody off but Yelena and Bucky?
No. I think a couple of them are going to bite the dust. Yeah, that does count as a spoiler, dog. Disagree, DJ. You need Red Guardian idiot mode to parallel how serious the movie is likely to be.
Let it be serious.
I hear you, dog. I hear you. That's one of the,
let it be.
Let it be serious. With Captain America Brave New World, it was a serious movie. There wasn't any like really dumb stuff and forced jokes, which I
No,
was
like
surprised
you
by.
have the jokes out of like the annoyance of the Falcon, but that's like his character acts this way.
Yeah.
So if you insert him into a situation,
He's
it
gonna
could
do
be comical. So it was good on that.
For fuck's sake, hit the like button. Thank you, John. Ladies and gentlemen, for fuck's sake, please hit that like button. Yo, Taskmaster. Taskmaster was amazing. It wasn't until it was revealed that it was the dude's daughter that everyone was just like, ew, a girl.
To be fair, DJ, it wasn't a girl until they took the helmet off. They paid a man to put the suit on and do the stunt work and play Taskmaster. They kind of got panned for that too. They're like,
Oh, that's not equality.
no.
Oh man, I take it back. Anyway, but Taskmaster, the fight scenes, amazing. And it's funny how she literally, or he literally, or they literally, when you watch it, they're mimicking all the fight styles of everybody of all the Marvel heroes, just like how Taskmaster does. But they do it so subtly that it's amazing. Like she's fighting like Cap, she's fighting like Black Panther, fighting like Hawkeye. I thought Taskmaster was dope. Dito, I'm boring you with the Taskmaster.
That movie for me was terrible. I hated that movie.
Black Widow.
That for me is my worst MCU movie.
What's up, Fish Cat? Why nobody likes Taskmaster? But I did like it was the Taskmaster protocol, so they could have come from the OG Taskmasters. There you go. That's what I said about Schindler's List. This because you. Oh man. You mentioned Mark World War Hulk.
Yeah.
So rumor is they're making a World War Hulk movie, and obviously let's run with rumors. One of the first rumors is Henry Cavill as Wolverine, and we got that from an inside source called the internet. I don't know who's the internet is always right. Should Wolverine be in World War Hulk movie?
Briefly, I mean, Hulk has the issues. You know, he has the issue where he goes and fights like Beast at the Avengers Mansion. He goes and fights at the X Mansion, and Juggernaut comes out and he knocks him down. It depends on who you want to put in there. It's not going to be a shot for shot. Realistically, we need Juggernaut more than we need Wolverine, because that's not the time and place to give us our Wolverine versus Hulk fight, because it would just be Hulk walking through him. Hulk walks through the Juggernaut at this point in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know they'll probably smash a couple of different storylines together anyway.
Yeah, that's what they did for Brave New World, War of the Hulks, written by Jeff Loeb, drawn by Ed McGuinness. That was the huge inspiration for a lot of the stuff that was plucked for this. Yeah, it's not worth seeing twice, but it's definitely worth seeing for yourself one good time.
I don't know how they'll pull off a World War Hulk movie unless
it's not going to be a standalone thing, right? They still can't do the standalone movies.
Yeah, they still can't do standalones.
Yeah, they just call it this. You call it the Century versus the Hulk or something.
Yeah. No, call it Captain America: Brave New World.
I don't know. Are you allowed to? They're allowed to put Hulk in the title, right? You just can't have him in a specific amount of the movie, which would work for World War Hulk, because again, every issue he's fighting an ensemble of different people where he's just marching through.
But how would they pull that off? Because we already saw like Thor Ragnarok, so they're just gonna cut out the entire, like him coming back, because he came back from space. It was because of Thanos and all that.
Yeah, he came back at the end of Thor Ragnarok, and he clapped the cheeks before Thor got there, and then Scar came back instead of going there, planet exploding, Scar coming home, all that crazy shit. Trash. Yeah, Scar's got a man bun, guys. He looked like Lee or Tyler from Whack Comics. but there's it's a muddled mess at this point. We don't have any Avengers.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what they would do unless this is like 15 years from now.
Terrible. We're gonna get to our giveaways in a second, ladies and gentlemen. Just make sure you hit that like button if you don't mind. I was reading this thing where it was saying that Marvel, for future movies, they only want to show the first 30 minutes of a movie so it doesn't blow anything up. So that's going to be their stance now, because there's going to be a lot of surprises.
What?
So that Marvel, because the way trailers are cut, they give away too much of the movie. For example, they gave away fucking Red Hulk in this thing.
They used it to sell the movie. They knew they needed it.
100%. So this insider said that all the footage from the Fantastic Four teaser that was released, including Galactus, is from the first 30 minutes. And that going forward, Marvel is only going to do that, put footage from the first 30 minutes so it doesn't spoil anything. So the theory is Galactus is not the villain, the true villain of the Fantastic Four movie. It's Doctor Doom. So what say you there, sirs and ma'am?
Automatically, I gotta feel that Galactus has got to play more a part in just 25% of the movie.
Yo, imagine he just comes out and is like, "Oh, I'm Galactus," and they like, "Bam, bam, ultimate nullifier," and just kill him. Like, go ahead, Mark, say it. That's such a Marvel thing.
Don't. I said when the trailer dropped, my fear is that they nerf Galactus to a one-off villain. But I think that, like just classic Fantastic Four, I think Doctor Doom needs to be like associated with Reed pre space travel. But I'm not convinced that Doctor Doom is a part of the Earth that they're on. I'm partially convinced that Doctor Doom and Latveria is still a place back on the main Earth that they'll get to.
Mm-hmm. John says, I believe that. I mean, we see Ben cooking now. Is Ben literally cooking food, or is like, yo, he's cooking? Yeah, let me add some garlic. Not because it doesn't taste bad, it just needs a little zip. Stupid ass voice. Stupid ass proof, or it isn't real. Galactus isn't even a villain. He's a force of nature. He is a force of nature.
Shouldn't be a big purple cloud either.
If this movie sucks, I'm going to be more happy with the Purple Cloud movie as a whole. Like they did Galactus dirty, but fuck, I love that movie. Silver Surfer was amazing. Everything about that movie was good till you get to the Galactus letdown. Dr. Doom taking the power cosmic, the Fantastic Car fighting him, the trading of the powers, watching Johnny take all of them and go Super Scroll. That movie was fucking awesome.
Hey, Cliff. You didn't even like Thing's voice. Thing's voice was terrible.
I think Galactus is going to be the impetus for them to get into our timeline.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think he's after the multiverse and not just the world they're on. He's after the world they're from.
Galactus is like a call of Chateau.
They're doing this other world with the Fantastic Four. They don't have the balls to restart the MCU, which they need to do, just a hard reboot.
Yeah.
And we know that they've got the whole incursion thing still out there in the weeds. The multiverse has been introduced, but it's not known to everybody yet. It's known to us, the viewers. I'm just not convinced that this isn't. We're on this planet just for this movie. That's it. This isn't like a starting thread for a new run of characters from this world and the next Black Panther 3 taking place with T'Challa for the first time from this world kind of thing.
I agree with you. I think Fantastic Four, well, maybe Fantastic Four will be the first of the movies set on planets that the incursion happens, or they're taking those people and putting them on Battleworld, and that's how they're going to meet. I don't think the Fantastic Four is going to come out from this universe that they're in, the 1610 universe, and then come into this main Marvel timeline. I think they're going to take them from there and then bring them to Battleworld at the end of the movie.
You think that they're testing their likability to the public to see if they're going to push them forward into other movies further down the line?
Well, Fantastic Four?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Fantastic Four needs to be front and center. It's not even about testing it with the audience. It's one of Marvel's greatest properties, just like Spider-Man. And if they get it right, which it looks like everything is right except Reed's dumb voice and Thing's dumb voice.
And Reed's dumb mustache.
Yeah.
You don't think, too, that if FF fails, that they'll just push the X-Men to the forefront?
I don't think it's going to fail.
I think we have a long way till X-Men.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, a long way.
Yeah. I would have put the brakes on Fantastic Four and just wrapped up this entire MCU thing. Start with Fantastic Four, then start with X-Men, and that's it. And have them separated. Like, enough of this thing, whatever this is called.
We know what you call it.
You got me, dog. You got me. All right, let's put a bow on that. I just wanted to highlight something, ladies and gentlemen. Up in the chat, I think it's still there. It's pinned. There's a link to a Kickstarter. So it's a Kickstarter called Alpha Dogs by John Dexter. I'm just gonna bring up the Kickstarter over
Starting
here.
a new segment tonight.
No, I mean,
kicking it within the mix.
so so we normally don't do this. We normally don't highlight like stuff like this. But John reached out and he's a pretty cool dude. And then I went through this stuff and I was just like, yo, this is actually pretty cool. So it's Alpha Dogs. It's a series. This is specifically for Alpha Dogs issue number 1. You could go and back it. I backed it. One of the covers. So that's the cover of number 5, which is pretty dope. Yo, this one with the Hulk homage, dog.
It's so veiny.
Oh shit. Shout out to John. And this is based off of his own dog. Oh, I bought the Virgin and not the tree. Oh, I should have bought this one. I'm such an idiot.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank God you're a man of meat. Get them both.
Then we got the no, I'm not a man of meat, dog. I'm broke. I'm broke. Yeah, the digital, some other copies, and 10. So if you feel so inclined to support Alpha Dogs, it's based on his own dog, his dog named Pig. Just hit it up, man. Consider backing that Kickstarter. So shout out to John Dexter, man. Loyal viewer. Wanted to highlight that. I backed it today. I think I'm going to. I didn't see that trade dress thing. I was just going through it so quick. I want to back that one.
And if you go down, there is a version you can back that comes with the collected volumes of 1 through 4 plus the new issue, so you can get it all and get caught up.
Leather-bound precious volumes.
Precious volumes.
All right, let me get this. Nick, you want to show what you're giving away?
Yes. Don't make me big. Well, I guess make me big.
Oh, you're so cute. You're so handsome. Oh, that's.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a thick boy book too. Yeah, that's why.
Let the people
This
know.
is lovingly illustrated by our own Ignacio de Maclio. This is blocked. I guess they call it a young adults novel.
Oh, so it's like Twilight.
Kind of like Twilight.
Oh, well, werewolves.
But werewolves and basketball. Werewolves and basketball. His favorite, my favorite.
Thick boys. Yeah, I said this morning on the Legion stream. So Cliff, when Cliff called us homophobic fucks last week, that kind of messed me up, and that ruined my week.
So I'll be giving this one away, unread,
but all bent apparently.
Yeah, well, I'm still.
He's just working out the spine.
All right, so that's Ignacio.
He had more of a Guy Gardner haircut than Nathan Fillion did.
And I have to specify that it's going to be U.S. only. Even if it's Argentinian drawn, it's going to be U.S. shipped only.
All right, so U.S. shipping on this bad boy.
DJ, why they put that in there? Like, that's another thing that happened since last week with the Super Bowl, right? Was the that little Nathan Fillion promo clip that they ran during the Puppy Bowl?
First of all, I love puppies.
Shout out to Alpha Dog. Back it now on Kickstarter. Link in chat.
There you go.
Fire. This dude looked horrible. Oh no! So Cliff, hold up, wait a minute. I didn't get to it, and then we'll get to the puppies. So that really bothered me. Right? So, see, at least you're my homophobic.
Screenshot it.
No, so I was just like, that really bothered me. I am not homophobic, so I got tickets to a drag burlesque show tomorrow that I'm going to. I was just like, that'll show Cliff.
Just to prove how homophobic you're not.
Yeah, just to prove it. I'm gonna be like,
what's the most gay thing I can buy tickets to?
Yeah, I literally looked that up.
I guess Cats was sold out.
Yeah. No, they took it off of Broadway at the Winter Garden Theater. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to this drag burlesque show, and it's going to be amazing. I need to stop by the bank tomorrow and grab my singles. Shout out.
TJ's taking a brave stance of being pro puppy.
Yo, this guy Gardner, dog. This guy looks like such an idiot. I am not like excited for this movie. I was like even keel excited. Now I'm less excited just because of the guy's haircut.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to like Guy off the rip. Guy's an asshole, right? No getting around that.
His haircut is fucking dumb. And
I
I'm
wish they
saying-
would have gone. It just looked like they kind of, I don't know. It looked like it just looked weird. Those pictures looked weird. The faces he was making looked weird. It ain't a matter of it. Guy's a douchebag. Guy's this. Yeah, it can be all those things without looking like this. It's just odd. Super odd. I think it's all going to come down to his performance, as with anything. But
oh, of course.
it's bad promotional stuff, in my opinion. It's a Superman movie, and you put Guy up here.
Pretty bird.
I don't know. I'm not sold, man. But that's summer, man. Like 3 weeks in a row, right? We got Jurassic Park, Superman,
wait.
and then Fantastic Four. I think there's 1 week off something else is probably
Jurassic Park, then Superman, then we get a week break before Fantastic Four.
they have to put something in that week break.
It ain't nothing of that caliber. Did you get to see the Jurassic Park trailer on the big screen before Captain America? That was game changer.
Yeah, that shit looks so amazing. And like I said, I'm not a fan. Karate Kid too.
Yeah, I saw that trailer. I think that'll be fun. That'll be one I'll watch at home.
Yeah, pass on that. I'm excited for Jurassic Park and then Superman. So usually I go on vacation after the 4th of July. So I don't know if I'll just wait for. Well, no, I can't wait. I need to see it opening day.
Maybe
Jurassic Park. Go ahead, Nick.
Maybe Paddington will go to Columbia that week off.
Yo, Paddington in Columbia. He's gonna come home looking like a polar bear.
Jurassic Park trailer put into context how important like cinematography and like shots are, because it felt like it was filmed for the big screen. It felt vast, and I don't know. It felt huge.
What's that? Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hit different than I've seen the Captain America trailer tons of times, and a lot of these other movies a ton of times on the big screen, but that was the first time seeing that one on the big screen, and it just looked vast.
Yo, you know what's crazy? So in the scene where that monster is behind the glass and it's like looks like red,
yeah,
I don't think that's a dinosaur. Like it looked like almost like a giant ape with like a big mouth and just like teeth. Like it looked crazy.
So it's called the D-Rex. I put up the pictures of it last Sunday.
D-Rex, hey yo,
the big D-Rex. But it's a failed experiment, because you got to remember all the way back to the first Jurassic Park, they had an incomplete DNA sequencing for these dinosaurs, and they had to fill it in themselves. So even the Titanosaurus that you see, like the two big long necks that you see in the trailer, they have like those fins that are there's very minimal fins on their neck and on the base of their tail. Those are not standard to that dinosaur based off what we know. So it looks like that's evidence of what they were spliced with to finish their code. So this whole island are going to be their reject dinosaurs, which will be the first thing we've seen. So there should be a lot of dinosaurs that, if we look closely as like fans and viewers, we can see hints to what the creators of this movie wanted to assume that they were spliced with, possibly. And the D-Rex walks on 4 legs, has like Queen Alien arms under its mouth. It's fucking crazy. The D-Rex is my nickname in college.
D-Rex is what she said after the first date. Oh, that the D-Rex. Joe Michaels is adventurous.
This movie's already a success.
That water scene with the Spinosaurus is swimming around the big mosasaur.
Yeah,
like when it cut to that and you're like in the air looking down, I'm like, oh shit.
Like, wow.
It'd be kind of cool to see Scarlett as a badass again too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scarlett Johansson, man. All right, let's give this away, and then we got another giveaway. The what?
Sledge's comment. That's what Pops was saying. He's like, it's a fucking Rancor.
Yes, behind the red glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just like a Rancor. All right, we're going to give this away, and then we're going to rock another giveaway. So, everybody, hashtag Iggy. This is U.S. only. U.S. only. U.S. only. U.S. of A. Hey!
Joe, hit me up in IG and I'll get it out to you at some point this week.
Congrats, Joe. All right, I'm gonna do another giveaway, and this is going to be for a $25 gift card to Midtown Comics because that is just super easy to do. And I'm
So
reading.
you going up there once a week or what?
What, Midtown Comics?
Yeah.
I go every Wednesday. So I'm in the city now every Wednesday. So I go every Wednesday. I go get my books. This week was a lot of books. So for me, it was like 14. Absolute Batman was amazing.
Best issue yet.
Agreed. Amazing. They finally treated Roman as a threat. Mad Spidey says, you trying to get sponsored? No, Mad Spidey. This is just easy to do. I tried to do it with I asked if Paul from ABX could do this, but I don't think he can. Oh, he doesn't have a web store.
Correct. Are you reading Transformers still, or did you ever pick that up?
So out of the 14 books that I picked up, Transformers is number 13 to read, number 12 or 13 to read. I'm not a fan of the current Transformers run. I'm reading it, like it's not whack, but it's just like it just doesn't grab me. Why do you ask, sir?
I was just curious how it came out this week. I thought the whole Devastator Bruticus fight that's been raging was pretty cool. And then we got kind of the return of Megatron.
Oh, spoiler alert. This is my favorite book, dog.
Hey, so what was the Absolute Batman that came out this week? 5?
Yeah, 5.
Yo, fire, dog.
I just read 4.
It was kind of been my least favorite Absolute title, just because it's all kind of just shock and awe value. It doesn't really have too much substance, and we have the flashback scenes meant to give weight and character to the story, but they don't really speak to the present. It's just there. Here's the past, here's the present kind of thing. But this issue, I don't know, had stakes, and the story felt smoother, and it just wasn't all just blow some shit up, throw a dump truck in there.
I think the first arc is 5 issues, correct?
6.
Oh, it is.
Issue 6 will be the finale to this first arc called Zoo.
Yeah. Did anyone get the Absolute Batman 5, 1 and 50 variant, the psychedelic cover?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Yeah,
I got the A cover.
Yeah. For those, I've just been getting all cover A's. For that, Superman and Wonder Woman. Superman is still my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Do you read the issue 4 already?
Of
Superman, the most recent. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
That was. I opened that book and I saw 9 panels with words and all of them. Like, oh shit, we're going Alan Moore with this. And then I turned the page. I'm like, oh god, another 9 panel. What's this going to be? And the whole thing is like very absent Superman, but it was all to give you like that mythos feeling. Like, here's all the people that have interacted with this.
That he held
character, and then he shows up for that split second, and you're like, damn, that had weight.
That gave me Super Watchmen vibes.
Yeah.
No, it's so good. What else did I read this week? I read that Absolute Batman, of course, Heat Seeker, Combustion, a Gun Honey series, which is my jam. There was a nude shootout, by the way, in Heat Seeker for no reason whatsoever, which was amazing. And Geiger, dog. Oh, Geiger.
Yeah, we got Ash Arden now.
Ash Arden. I love that series so much.
Yeah, those page splashes, because they did a series, like they did 3 whole page splashes instead of doubles in this one.
Yeah.
That was page turners. And Junkyard Joe, dude, like the extreme PTSD he's going through right now is just breaking your heart. Because now we have the context where we did it in Geiger Volume 1 when he had the flashback to Muddy. He's having those, he's seeing them in reflections and in water, and you're like,
where he saw him in not the one, it was like the oil that he hit from the car. So the oil leaked out, and he saw the reflection of Muddy. I was like, oh, and how the kid had the comic book.
Yeah,
that was
him.
crazy.
It's wild, like knowing firsthand from reading the Junkyard Joe 6 issue, knowing how much soul that this robot has, and no one around him understands not even an ounce of that he can even feel, and he's over there just suffering. It's crazy.
Yeah, because they just think he's a robot. Nick, are you reading anything currently?
I'm reading all the DC Unlimited stuff.
Okay.
Like yesterday, I read Absolute Batman 4, Wonder Woman 17.
Gotcha.
And I'm actually trying to get back into X-Men. So I'm reading Powers of 10 and House of X at the same time.
Oh, damn.
Trash.
No, it's actually not,
Just ruin my life. I'm loving Hyde Street.
Yeah, I'm loving High Street. See, Bizzle says I need Rook Exodus. Rook Exodus was phenomenal,
It's
dog.
gonna come back strong, coming soon.
Phenomenal. Hyde Street. I'm loving Hyde Street. Loving Hyde Street.
That might have been our best 2-page splash Ghost Machine has given us yet. When Pranky and Mr. X-Ray were going around, and Pranky was trying to be nice. He's like, "I'm not trying to get out of here. I'll show you how I do this so well." And we're dragging that Santa Claus, just tormenting him. This out of nowhere, the matinee monster, just 2-page splash busting through the sleigh. I'm like, finally. They teased him back in Ghost Machine one shot, and here he is.
Yo, so dope, man. I think, yeah, if you're not picking up Hyde Street, like I highly recommend Hyde Street. But I'm a big fan of any of the Ghost Machine stuff, except I Hornsby and Halo and the Rocketeers or Rockefellers, whatever. I dropped that like immediately.
Rock-a-block, Rockefeller.
Yeah, I can't, man.
Rockefellers is super solid. If it's up your alley, the art's great, the writing's great. They're filling it out really well, and it's hard to describe because like how we have it's such a big mystery still of what these characters in the futures are and what they're going through. But we got like kind of the reveal of that MacGuffin already that they chased that they ran off with in the first issue. So I'm super digging that. Like that Francis Manifold artwork is gorgeous.
What's up, John?
Halo and Hornsby needs to do something. Like I'm gonna give it a fair shot. I'm not gonna drop it, but they need to lean heavily into its mythos fast.
Yeah, nah, no, that one is just not for me. With the Rockefellers, if it's good, whatever, I'll probably pick it up in the trade because I enjoy trade. Speaking of trades, dog, I read the first arc of Nemesis, the OG Nemesis arc. Nick, you want me to send it?
I was just about to ask you if you can send that my way.
All right, I'll send it to you.
The most extreme book I've ever read.
You know what, Nick? I'm not gonna send it to you. I'm gonna buy it for you, and I'll send it.
No,
I don't like
he don't want to let it go. Once you read that, you're like, this has to stay in the PC.
I don't want to lend it out.
I'll bring it back to you, Heroes Con. Pages stuck together.
Hey, Nick, I've got the floppies and a collected volume. I'll send you the collected volume.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mark.
Oh, he got the floppies and he got monies.
You know he's gonna get the steel case soon.
Yeah, the steel version. I bought this to read it, and then it was so damn
hardback?
good.
Oh,
Steelbook version.
Solid.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, this is must read right here.
Yeah, for anybody that's out there. You know what? When I go to Midtown Comics this week, if I doubt they'll have it on the shelf. Like I'll pick up another one to see if we could give it away. It's only 4 issues, and it's legit. Like I love violence. Like I love the whole Nemesis stuff when it came back, Reloaded, Rogues Gallery, like all big game. But this was next level, bro. Like oh my god, the level of not even like violence. It's just
depravity that this guy goes through.
Perfect word. It is like super depraved. He is evil Batman, like legit. The level of preparation is just like, we've been planning this for 10 years. So it's like, what?
Yeah, and I kind of because you can see the differences because Nemesis Reloaded is a complete starting over from scratch. Like it starts with the narrator bubble. You may have heard of Nemesis, but you haven't heard the truth. This is the truth. And the whole concept was this property was like Miller's most lucrative property out of his own stuff. Despite never being made into a movie, it keeps getting picked up. The option expires, someone else picks it up, and it's never left his piggy bank. So he decided to reboot it and just go hard. But this, I think, was a stronger mythos to the character kind of thing.
100%, man. Like it's like for me, it was perfect. Like I sat there and I read the entire thing in one sitting.
Oh
like,
yeah,
and it was a quick read, super violent, compelling characters. Like I thought it was brilliant.
And
you're hanging on every second to the end, trying to get answers. You want answers. Like, please explain this to me. And it gives you like just enough to be like, oh my god, the world's terrible.
And you still haven't read Irredeemable yet, right?
I don't even know what that is.
We talked about that Mark Waid book.
You want to talk about depravity, twist and turn, and an ending that you don't see coming?
Did you cry?
No, but I thought it was definitely emotion evoking.
You can see why I would cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God. Oh God.
Yeah.
Read Irredeemable.
So what is it? 36 issues? 37?
Oh no, that's too much.
It's one you say that, but you know how you got into Nemesis?
Yeah.
The same thing will happen because it's not like story arcs. It's just one story straight
Yeah,
through.
I finished it
okay.
in like 3 days, I think it was.
Yeah, it's
3
like watching one movie. Despite it being 36 issues, it's still just like, here's a movie.
All right, I'll pick it up. I'll pick that up. Yeah, man. All right, let's draw for this and get out of here. So good luck to all the winners. All the winners. Good luck to the winners. Good luck to everybody that's in this to win something. How about that?
Good luck to the chat.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Make sure you have a working email address and then just message me your email address. You can message me on IG or you could email me through here. My email is in the description, I think, or like through whatever. You know, just get in contact with me. Let's draw for this. Good luck, everybody that is here tonight. Appreciate everybody that came out on this Friday. Even though I feel like I was so low energy, like my head was pounding. Pause.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Joffrey! Congratulations, sir. Hit me up with your email address. Oh, Irredeemable is such a great story. See, now I need to get this. Rats. What are you guys doing this weekend?
Working.
Trying to recover from the con crud that I got going on.
Con crud. Usually herpes.
Well worth it, but now I'm suffering.
What was your highlight of your entire MegaCon experience? Oh, there's another one, Incorruptible?
There's a little spinoff.
Yeah, I don't think I read that one. Bro, I don't know. Honestly, the whole weekend, even though it was a lot of work, I mean, to hang out with an absolute legend like Gabrielle Delato was fantastic. But Sunday night, we were hanging out in a dive bar, and I'm looking across the table, and Bjorn Berens is there.
He's a cool dude.
Martin Simmons is there.
Another cool
Chris Condon, who's writing Ultimate Wolverine right now, is fantastic to meet. I went up to the bar. Philip Kennedy Johnson bought me a beer, and I was just like, I couldn't believe what was going on. I really couldn't believe it.
You should have bought him a beer and said, "Thank you for
I tried.
Thank you for saving Hulk, sir.
Thank you for saving Superman."
Yep. And I
He's
found
gonna
out
save two of them now.
he's a North Texas guy too. He went to the college. It's literally like 20 minutes from my house. So yeah, the whole weekend was a blur, and I really do feel honored and appreciative of the people on this panel. The people in the community have been fantastic to me. Shout out to Mark, especially Big Time Collectibles.
That's
Daniel.
so sweet, man. No, that's so sweet. It's good. It's good when, not to say like YouTube is kind of a stepping stone, because obviously we do this and it's just like to have fun and like, you know, this is not going we're not going to be, you know, the next Comic Time or anything like that. But the relationships that we've established, not only with ourselves and other content creators, but with people in the industry, like that goes a long way. Like yesterday, the whole thing with doing the campaign for David Sanchez to get to Heroes Con, like that shit was dope, man. So just to be able to do that, and like I'm talking to homie all day in the DMs and stuff like that, where we got some stuff in the works, and I don't know,
like John popping on last Friday because he freaking recognizes
Nick. Yeah.
I apologize to him too.
Yeah. Getting a chat with the Miranda brothers because of like making that connection. Had like hung out with Jeremy Adams on a few streams, having the whole Ghost Machine team on my channel.
High school friends with Jeff
Having
Johns.
Jeff Johns tell me that we would have been high school friends.
Yeah, best buds, Jeff Johns. I mean, one of my highlights was when I had Diddy on the channel and he said we would have been best buds, but I can't talk about that anymore.
I think he said butts.
Take that.
Best butts.
You always tell him what you told him at the parties. He would do anything to help him get off.
Yo, so they dropped this guy when they dropped Jay-Z stuff. They dropped some of the Diddy stuff, right? So there's a documentary on Max. It's called The Fall of Diddy, and it's all the same shit, like blah blah. It's kind of like
50 Cent one.
no, this is not the 50 Cent. But this one is, it's the same thing. Like people coming out and telling their stories, but you don't know what's true or not. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm watching it. They telling the story. The last episode is his former assistant that has all the pictures, all the voice notes, and it's literally voice messages. The dude is playing. It's just like, I forgot his name, but let's just say Nick. Yo, Nick, bring me 6 Cialis, come clean this shit up, and I need about 6 things of the baby oil, whatever. It's gonna be a king freak off tonight. Like legit, his voice, like telling him to come clean up the room. And then the dude was just like, yeah, I would go in the room and it would be like bloody and like, it was just crazy.
See, and I gotta tell you, DJ, that's the kind of subliminal slight type shit I don't appreciate.
Oh no, I just said your name. It could have been my name, whatever. I didn't mean it like that.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, my bad though. But yo, like you don't have to watch the entire documentary. Just watch the last.
Any of that.
But the last episode is only 20 minutes, and it's
I
literally.
would take your word for it. I feel like you summed it up great.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
Nice try, Diddy.
Yeah, like
and
on that.
And I wound up showing the pictures for free instead of trying to get money from him. No. Last time I partied with that guy, I tell you that much.
Yeah, it's wild. I wonder if wonder what's going to come from all the trial and stuff. How much of it'll be public, or if it'll even go to trial. Who knows? This kind of stuff's super weird.
Yeah, so I think with him is different in the sense that a lot of it was mad drugs that he got caught with. So it wasn't only like any like sexual stuff. It was drugs, guns, serial numbers scratched off. Like he was great. Like he was legit running a criminal operation, and he was like untouchable and shit like that, which is insane. So
A real life Scarface.
yeah,
It's wild.
Scarface is. I need to watch Scarface again.
Oh, Miss Polluted.
What do you like better, Scarface or Carlito's Way?
Scarface.
Scarface, yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Brian De Palma.
They throw Betty Blanco from the Bronx.
Who made Carlito's Way?
Brian De Palma.
He did both of them?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, and it's funny because he didn't want to do Carlito's Way because he was just like, yo, I already did a Latino like gangster, whatever, and then they had to coax him into doing it. I prefer Carlito's Way. Like Carlito's Way is, I don't know, that shit is like amazing to me. Like La Ling, I can't hump, I can't walk. I was gonna give you a signal. Like that shit is perfect to me. That entire scene. I don't know. I think it's just more quotable. Like with my friends, we always quote La Ling, especially Scarface.
Did you watch? Didn't they make a sequel to Carlito's Way like in 2010 or something like that?
Starring P. Diddy.
No, I'm being serious.
I am too.
Was he really?
Yeah, Carlito's Way, Rise to Power.
Rise to Power. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, with the dude from Hostel. What's his name? Jay Hernandez as a young Carlito, and Puffy played like the gangster.
Damn.
Oh shit! Full circle, ladies and gentlemen. In the Mix, sponsored by P. Diddy.
Mario Van Peebles.
Yo, that movie was horrible. That's probably the worst sequel of all time, by the way.
Hey, and we're tying it back to Captain America also because Giancarlo Esposito was in it.
That's right, Gus Fringe.
I think you could. Now you mentioned that. I think you could define everything after Endgame, taking Spider-Man out, as wasted potential.
You know what the sad thing is? It's sad. I look at the Red Hulk, this movie, and I'm like, damn, I can't wait to see that fight. And then thinking immediately, like, but will it really even happen though?
What fight?
Red Hulk and Hulk. I mean, it's gotta happen, right?
It doesn't have to. Not with this company.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot
They
of
literally had a movie with Wolverine and Hulk in it and didn't even show us them fighting.
I know. That's crazy.
They could have done like a 10-second clip of the fight, then got to the inevitable hit. But no.
Did you see the clip? Thursday will be Jay Hernandez's birthday. Oh, awesome. Yo, did you see the clip of Comic Tom showing Todd McFarlane the clip from Deadpool of the Hulk 340 little fight? So it's Comic Tom and Todd McFarlane sitting right next to each other. Tom is showing him something, and Tom literally takes out his phone. And he was like, "Oh, did you see Deadpool and Wolverine?" And he's like, "No, I don't watch those superhero movies." Because somebody's just
the Rob Liefeld ones. You don't.
there. You go. So he's like, "I don't watch the superhero movies." So then he's like that, and Tom is showing him the thing. There you go.
Ranko.
Yo, and he shows him the 340, just that, and he's just like, "Oh wow, that's so cool! Put it back." And then he's like, "That it is so awesome, man."
He didn't know what he was missing. That movie was a blast, man.
That movie was, yeah, that shit is amazing. And it's cool to see like Todd McFarlane kind of fill Stanley's shoes at these cons now that he's going to all the cons, and it's
Yeah, and he was super approachable too. Like he was walking around with a bodyguard, but if anybody pulled out their books or wanted a picture, he would just sign.
I'm glad you said books.
Well,
I would love, man. We need to do a campaign to try to get him to Heroes Con. I know it might not be up to the scale and pizzazz of like the stuff that they do, but
Yeah,
he's like the biggest living comic legend right now that like attends these kind of things. What's crazy, he's made his empire off of toys and Spawn, because it isn't like with the length of time of him in the industry working for someone else was very short-lived. Like this guy is as self-made as someone in this industry can get almost.
What was it, like 5 years?
It was super short. He was at DC briefly, Marvel briefly, and then he's like, I'm out.
yeah, because he was. I love his confidence. He was like, "Yo, I'm too awesome for this. I'm gonna go start my own shit." Like he had a tremendous ego back then. Like he was nuts. He was walking around the Marvel office just slapping bitches, like, yeah, GoldenEye style. And that's a callback, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here.
If y'all met Todd, what would you get signed? What item in your PC that you have right now would you want to take to get him to sign? Maybe 2 items if you can't pick one.
Probably my Hulk 340. I got it in a mid grade, and possibly my Hulk. Is it 330? His first work?
The first one, 330, yeah.
The Doc Samson cover?
Doc Samson, yeah.
Yeah, for me, it'd be Spider-Man 1.
Oh, I got a McFarlane signed Spider-Man one.
And I just picked up a 340 signed by him, too.
You did?
And Spawn #1.
Oh, I got a Spawn #1.
So Paul took the book that I would pick first and foremost, the All-Star Squadron with Dr. Fate on the cover from the 80s that he did. That was his first work at DC ever. Not first published work, but when he went to work, that's the first thing he drew for him. And then I would probably take that Platinum series figure I have of the Spectre, but it's the Platinum one, so it's Hal Jordan when he was dead and was inhabited by the Spectre, because that's like a multi-$100 figure, and it's one that I keep out on display as is. And
out the box?
Yeah. Have the box. It's that one spiked.
Bro, you never supposed to take your figures out the box.
Well, the cool thing with McFarlane figures is it doesn't affect crap because they
I'm just joking because clearly.
I mean, you got a good point with a lot of these figures. Like if you have to damage the box to take them out, it diminishes the value. Especially like Mint-On box is different with McFarlane. Especially because they put the little circle tape thing that damages it. Like that's almost impossible to take off unless you cut it with a knife. I just cut the seams because in the boxes they close right back up, but the figures you don't have to damage the box to get them out. They're window boxes anyways. You don't have to take them out of the box, but I've got them all set up and everything on the shelves.
Spider-Man 1 and Spawn 1. I do have that Hulk. Yeah.
Or Spider-Man 13 too would be a good one.
Oh, yeah, with the black costume, right?
It'd be cool to put up a McFarlane signed figure next to my Stan Lee signed Hulk figure and stuff. Which it was cool seeing you post that little figure out the box this week.
Oh, my little guy?
Yeah.
I've been about this Hulk life, dog.
There's a little bar.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Yo, do you remember? Hold on, let me show you. Do you remember when I showed my Stanley autographed version?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, then
that's when he came to Heroes Con. I got that signed. There we go.
Stan was at Heroes Con?
Yeah. Yeah.
Focus, motherflower. Guess not. Anyway. There
Did
you
you
go.
jump the rope?
No, he's bending a bar, bro.
Ending this shit. He's just like me, Hulk.
He's doing Hulk shit.
Oh man, Hulk. Come on, Hulk. What am I doing? Tomorrow I'm actually going in the daytime. I'm going to a local con here in New York. Izzy's gonna be there. So I'm basically just going to say what's up. I'm I'm not looking to pick anything up, but remember when I said I wasn't looking to pick anything up?
I lied.
I lied. So
Are you going to take any magnets with you?
I don't have any magnets. But the
Neither
magnet
does Izzy.
Boom, 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 boom.
Rob was so sad.
yeah, I know. He's just like, I failed. Oh my god. He's like, oh, you forgot something, dude. Like
It's
you have
okay, man.
5 good years of planning things and you forgot magnets. He's like, stupid. I had cards here, but I threw them out because they all had the old QR code. So it's just like, what? So if the magnets had the old QR code, they're not usable.
Why not?
Oh, I mean, because the whole
Does
point.
it not take you to the website anymore?
No, I thought the website was restarted. The
Well, it took us to the link tree, right? The magnet QR code.
the magnet takes. Okay, so if it takes us, oh no, so my stuff is it takes directly to, the donate page. That's why. So even with the banner for Heroes Con, I have to get a new banner because it takes directly to the donate page.
Damn, that sucks.
I don't like the way you laughed, dog. That was like very that was like, you dumb fuck. Yeah, so I'm gonna go say what's up to Izzy tomorrow. Martin Saliva is gonna be.
Hey, why don't you just get why don't you just print out a sticker of a new QR code just when you put the banner up, slap the sticker over the old QR code. It's at a distance anyways.
Yeah, I could do that. That's an idea. That's the corporate way of saying go fuck yourself.
As per my last email.
Yeah, per my last email. All right, we're gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. Thank you for coming out. Happy Valentine's Day with an M. You guys, happy Valentine's. You guys, you have pieces of my heart.
You make me happy.
Are you guys kryptonite?
I'm not a smart man,
Because you're my only weakness.
but I do know what love is. Later, Jennies. We out. Peace.
The infamous Illuminati.